He's going to put this coalition together, both countries that are going to come from the south and countries that are going to be from the east, albeit they're going to have to come through the north to do it. Now, you might have some of these other countries from the south coming up that way too, to bring like a pincer move is how the military strategists put the activity. But for sure, it's a coalition of countries that are put together by this Gog, this leader of the nation of Magog.
The sense here is that there's going to be this vast king with these many countries, with this huge army, and somebody like that would think that they're very powerful and have a lot of pride and be full of themselves. But God says, I'm going to put a hook in your jaw and lead you around where I want you to go. And so really, who is in charge here?
Yeah, as we mentioned, God is. I also want to, before we move on, Glenn, where it says in verse 4, horses, horsemen, splendidly in their attire, their buckler and shield. I think this is a place where some of the people who push against our reading of the plain meaning of the text, they will come in here and they'll say, well, how come in here, what are you going to do with this? Because in modern warfare, horses aren't used. You don't have bucklers and shields. And you and I would probably agree that this is just describing the usage of materials of an army uses in the day. How is it that Ezekiel is going to describe things that is going to happen centuries and even millennia in the future? What would we do if we read here of tanks and drones and F-16s and F-35s and aircraft carriers, things like that? We wouldn't expect those individual names to be used. So I think here we can say that the horseman, buckler, and shield is just talking about the modern warfare that was used at the time, and that it's going to be whatever modern warfare items are used at the time of when this is going to take place. But this is an area where some of the people push back and say, you read everything literally, but yet when you come to an area like this, then it's okay to say, well, this is a type or this is speaking of something else. What do you say about that, Glenn?